This is a full circle moment. Final Fantasy started on a Nintendo platform and Final Fantasy has finally come home. Squaresoft at the time was building a huge 3D Final Fantasy title that just couldn't fit on a Nintendo cartridge which required a CD-ROM. So Square made a decision that sent shockwaves through the gaming industry. They moved house. Their new home was on PlayStation. And rapidly left Nintendo in the dust. And for the longest time, Nintendo and Square stopped talking. But now, in 2026, Final Fantasy VII has officially come home. That opening cutscene with Cloud on the train sets the mood beautifully, and at first glance you would easily think that this is being played on a PlayStation 5 instead of the Switch 2. I have already completed this on PS5, but man, I had to buy this all over again on Nintendo Switch 2 because it's now on Nintendo Switch 2. And these characters have been with me for a lifetime. I have went through everything with these characters, from the original Final Fantasy VII to the Final Fantasy VII Remake on PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 and now on Nintendo Switch 2. We have been through thick and thin together. These characters are so emotional for me. These characters mean so much to me. These characters are like coming home again. This is the first part in a remake trilogy, and all three of these games are going to be heading to Switch 2, not just this first installment. The story takes place around Midgar, with Mako reactors sucking the life force out of the planet, and there's a bunch of mercenaries known as Avalanche fighting against the evil corporation behind it called Shinra, who is draining the planet's life force to fuel their city, and you must put a stop to them. You are an ex-soldier, you are a merc for hire for the right price who works alongside Avalanche. It's mysterious, it's deep with its storytelling, and the dialogue between the characters are well balanced with phenomenal tones and story beats. And this game has absolutely phenomenal cutscenes and storytelling. It's just an absolute treat for the eyes and a treat for the ears when it comes to the amazing audio beats and soundtrack, going from battle to environment to then battling again in just different environments, and the music just changing around you. It is so relaxing. It is a vibe. It is beautiful. Every single gorgeous moment of this game. And in handheld mode, this feels really special. Even more so, just having this on the Switch 2. Comparing this side by side with PS5 as well, you can barely tell the difference. It looks that amazing on this thing, and the performance is just phenomenally good. It is just ridiculous how amazing and buttery smooth this game looks and plays. Granted, it's only 30 FPS, 1080p docked, 1080p in handheld mode, upscaled from 720p, but there is literally nothing slowing this game down. You really cannot tell because it is so flawless and smooth. This game is the greatest RPG out there. It is rooted in history. This is a fast-paced action hack and slash RPG, and the combat is crafted beautifully. It is poetry in motion as you deal an insane amount of damage to enemies with light and heavy attacks, stringing combo attacks together with different party members to swap out to at any time in battle that offers different movesets and playstyles, with some weapons requiring different attacks to do damage and to weaken or stagger enemies. Cloud, with his hack and slash style, Barrett with his gun for long range attacks, Tifa up close and personal, and Aerith with her magic, all offering different damage effects, with its insanely addictive and engaging combat. This isn't the turn-based game we grew up with. This isn't the turn-based RPG that we know from the original game. They have turned this into a fast-paced action hack and slash game, but man, is this so satisfying and addictive. It is again like poetry in motion. And if you're itching for a more classic Final Fantasy experience, you can change it to a more strategic battle system in the settings. There's also little mini games and challenges that you can do in the game as well. Boxes to slice and dice and chests to loot, with materia offering different damage effects when in battle, from healing effects to assess the enemy's weak points. And when you're in battle as well, you will be leveling up your limit meter, which is your special move, with items to find and XP to gain. You'll also be leveling up your characters, weapons and materia as you go, and then you can go in and upgrade your weapons, attack power, defense power, magic and more using the SP points that you accumulate throughout the game. And when you're in battle, there is these menus to cycle through for different special attacks, items to aid you in battle, to cure you, revive potions, and different items, spells and weapons that do different damage effects, with summons to activate, which is these huge creatures that help you drastically in combat. There's also main missions and side quests, but the side quests are optional. Go to vending machines and buy and sell new items, materia, rings, armor to aid you in battle, to make you stronger, to give you different abilities and attributes. And you can also rest up at a bench to restore your stats to 100%. This game, while there is these big explorable areas, there is a lot of linear areas as well in between that progresses the game on. But man, Final Fantasy VII is an absolute roller coaster throughout every single beautiful moment. And on Switch, the lighting, the shadow effects, everything, the detail in the environments and characters, the cutscenes, just looks absolutely breathtakingly phenomenal. One of the greatest games ever made that was once exclusive to PlayStation is now on Switch 2, and this is a revelation on the system. It truly is. With everything included, all of the DLC packed into this, all of that Yuffie DLC, and it's even bundled with the original Final Fantasy game.